All right, it's time to do another penny box. We're going to be opening this up, looking for oldies. Let's do this. So this is the box that got ripped. Oh, no. They fell out. So here we are. We're going to open the rest of it and see if we have any Wheaties. Let's see here. Get in close. See if we can spot anything. What do you guys see? Anything? I don't see any enders. Let's flip them over. All right, no enders on this side, but I am seeing a lot of copper, and I'm seeing some that look really nice, like they've been maybe in a jar for quite a few years. Like this one right here looks beautiful, and I saw one on the other side as well. So hopefully there's some good stuff in here. Let's get into it. So I'm going to start it off with this one right here. I think that's a copper ender, and man, it looks nice. So here we go. First roll. Let's see what we can get here. And we'll take a look and see if that's a, it kind of, to me, it looks like it might be like 70s. So let's see. We've had some really awesome oldies coming out of some rolls around here lately. All right, let's pull that out. If I can get it out of there. There we go. All right. Let's see. Was it copper? We'll zoom in here a little bit. And, oh, look, it's an 82. I think it's copper, but it's 1982. Look at that. That's a beautiful, beautiful coin. Let's see if we had anything else. Oh, there, what's that? Nope. Not a Wheatie. I'm going to zoom back out real quick. Man, look at all that copper. There's a ton of copper in here, guys. I have a feeling these are going to be... Oh, Wheatie, right there. I think we have another really good box, possibly. There is one Wheatie. I'm telling you, I have a good feeling about... Look at that. There's a 1979. Look at that. It is beautiful. Another really beautiful coin. So I would guess maybe this box may have been, or I'm sorry, these coins may have been sitting around since maybe the 80s or so. Man, there's a 62. We'll check these for RPMs and stuff like that. All right, let's go ahead and see what we got for our Wheatie. What is that right there? Not, okay. All right, let's see here. Let's zoom in. All right, it's going to be, I'm going to say 40s. It looks circulated, but it's not like super circulated. 1952, and that's going to be a Denver. We'll check it for RPMs. Put it under the scope here. And let's see. There we go, 1952. Not seeing any die chips there. Let's look over at the Liberty. All right. Anything else we can spot in there? Just regular, normal circulated 1952. All right. So that first roll, we had all this is copper. Look at that. All of that is copper. That is insane. Almost half the roll was copper. This probably is going to be a pretty good box. All right. Roll number 3. We got another Wheatie. And we're still getting tons of copper in here, and we're still getting some really good looking coins. So some of these coins have been put away for probably 30 years or so. We got Wheatie right there. Let's flip it over, see what we got. And that's going to be a 1958 Denver. We'll check it for RPMs, and we'll come back when we find something else. All right, roll number 9. We have a Wheatie, and I didn't even get all the coins out of this roll before I found it. Right there. Let's see if I can get that to show up pretty good. All right, there we go. It's pretty worn, kind of ugly. Let's flip it over. And that's going to be 1956. I think that's a 56 Denver. We'll put that under the scope here and take a look at it. 1956 D doesn't look like there's any RPMs. Let's look at Liberty. No BIE error, no die chips. All right, let's keep going. All right, this is the rest of that roll. We got some really nice coins out of that roll. Some of them like almost uncirculated, like that. There's a 62, some 70s in there. And then we got a 1970. I've got it under the scope right now. And we got a little bit of a floating roof here. And if look at this, no FG. That is a no FG 1970. Let me flip it over so you can see the other side of it. 1970D. All right, roll 24. We're still finding lots of copper. There's all the copper I pulled out so far. I did pull out some really beautiful 2000 pennies, so I was looking for the wide AM on those. And we spotted this one here. Let me zoom in. All right, let's flip it over. 3, 2, 1. And that is going to be 1946. We'll put that under the scope. And no RPMs, no die chips. All right, roll 29. And this roll had quite a bit of copper so far. And I didn't spot this one till almost the very end because it was head side up. So we'll zoom in here. And that's a 1955. We're going to check that for double die. Let's go ahead and check that real quick. Put it under the scope. And we're checking for a double die on the 1955. Don't see it. It is very iconic. It's very noticeable if it was a double die. But unfortunately, not a double die. But we'll take it. Let's keep going. Roll 31. And I've got a couple things here. So we got a Wheatie right there, sitting there. And I just pulled this one here. We're going to talk about this real quick. It's a 2000 in beautiful shape. 1998, 99, and 2000. You should always check for the wide AM. So you go to America on the back. Right there. The A and the M of America. If they are touching like this, that's the close AM. If they have a big space in between them, that would be the wide AM. The wide AM is the one you want to find, and they can be worth a lot of money, especially if your coin is in this kind of shape. Look at that. That is beautiful. But let's go ahead and check out this Wheatie. And looks pretty good. Let's flip it over. 1941, I think. Let's check. 1941. Doesn't look like there's any die chips or anything. All right, let's keep going. All right, we're more than halfway through this box. I didn't even get all of the coins out of here yet. And I spotted one right away. Right there. Oh, we got a 1964 Denver right on top of it. Let's just check that real quick for some RPMs. I haven't found any RPMs yet in this box. All right, there's the 64. No RPMs on that. All right, let's pull that off. And where's our Wheatie? Is that a Wheatie? Nope. All right, let's check this. See what we got. Ooh, backside looks pretty good. It's probably going to be in the 50s. If it's earlier, it could be a nice condition. 56, I think. That is a 1956. All right, no die chips there, no BIE error. All right, let's keep going. We only have 19 rolls left, and I got a couple things in this roll. We're going to start it off with a Canadian. This is a newer one. They no longer make Canadian pennies, but we'll save that one. We'll set it over here. And then under the scope here, look at this. I have another, let me zoom out just a little bit here. I have another floating roof. So right there, the roof is, that part of the roof is missing right there, the line that would go there. And again, a no FG. The FG, Frank Gasparo, his initials, would be right there. And this one happens to be a 1969 Denver. All right, I'm going to show you the difference between the floating roof and the non-floating roof and the no FG and the one with the FG. These are both 1970 Denvers. The first one I'm going to put under, as you can see, is a 1970 Denver. This has the floating roof. You can see right there, the little piece is missing. Part of the roof is missing. It just kind of got polished out when they were cleaning up the die. And as you can see right here, there should be an FG. There's no FG. Now this one, let's put this one under the scope. And you'll see that this one is a 1970 as well. We flip it over and you can clear as day see that line now. It is there. And we'll go down here and you can see the FG right there at clear as day. All right, roll 41. And we've got another Canadian right here. A little bit older. This is looks like a young head. Zoom in here. All right, let's see what we got. 1971 young head. And let's just check. I didn't see any Wheaties. Really, it's actually been kind of a slow box compared to what I thought it was going to be. But a lot of copper, just not a lot of Wheaties. Only 7 rolls left, and this Wheatie popped out face down right on top of the pile, which was very nice. I'm looking to see if I can spot anything else in there. Don't see any. Check these real quick. All right, let's go ahead and pull this one. Man, we have had so many chances at like an RPM, but we just have not found anything for RPMs. Let's put this under the scope real quick. Oh, I guess I should have flipped it over first and looked at the date. It was 1957D. So just a baby. Oh, look at that. We got a die chip in the B right there. Little tiny die chip. It's not going to be worth a ton of money, but it gives it a little bit of extra value. We'll take it. All right, we're going to do the last roll together. Last roll, guys. Hopefully we can get something. All right. Oh, man, I messed that up. Sometimes they come out of the roll perfect, and sometimes they don't. All right, let's see. Oh, that was a Wheatie. I didn't see what the date was. I'll set it down here. We got one. Last roll magic. There's a Lincoln on the log, and it is beautiful. We'll check that for doubling. What's that? Man, we have found some really beautiful coins in here. All right. I don't see any other Wheaties. We'll check around for RPMs. Let's zoom in here and see what we got. All right. Looks pretty good. I'm going to say probably 50s if I had to guess. And yeah, sure enough. I believe that's a 1953. Let's look at it under the scope. There it is under the scope, 1953D, no RPMs. Let's look at Liberty. No BIE error, no die chips. Looks pretty good. Well, guys, that is it for this box. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. We'll see you next time. As always, happy hunting.